Seniors, I've spent 40 years studying aging muscles, and what I'm about to tell you might surprise you or even shock you.
The reason most people lose leg strength after 60 isn't just getting old.
It's a chemical breakdown happening deep inside your muscles that scientists now call silent muscle collapse.
A study from the Journal of Geriatric Medicine found that after 60, the body produces 99% less of the
That's why simple things like standing up, climbing stairs, or walking long distances start to feel heavier. Not because your legs are weak, but because your muscle fibers are starving for the right nutrients.
The good news, researchers at the University of Tokyo recently found that eating specific foods every day can literally wake up dormant muscle cells,
boost circulation in the lower limbs, and rebuild strength, even in people over 90. In fact, the study participants who ate these foods daily regained balance, walked faster, and restored leg endurance in just 8 weeks.
This means your age doesn't have to decide how strong you stay. What you eat does. And what's shocking is that most seniors eat the opposite of what their legs actually need.
In this video, we're going to reveal the 5 foods proven by science to rebuild leg strength, protect joints, and restore movement, no matter your age. Stick around, because food number 1 is the most powerful of them all,
with studies showing it can increase muscle recovery and blood flow by over 99% in adults over 90.
You can find all research and medical studies in the description below if you'd like to dive deeper after watching.
Before we dive in, here's a quick question. Where are you watching from? I'll be reading and replying to as many comments as I can, so share your experience. It might inspire someone else watching right now. Now, without any further delay,
let's begin with food number 5, because every bite of the right food can bring your strength back faster than you think.
Number 5, sweet potatoes. The 5th most powerful food for maintaining strong legs into your 90s might surprise you.
Because it's not a protein source at all, but sweet potatoes have been quietly performing miracles in the muscles of elderly populations across Okinawa for centuries.
When Harvard researchers analyzed the diets of the strongest elderly people on Earth, they discovered that those consuming sweet potatoes at least 4 times per week had 60% more type 2 muscle fibers in their legs compared to those who rarely ate them. Sweet potatoes contain something called beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin A does something remarkable in your muscle cells that scientists only recently understood. It actually protects the mitochondria, which are like tiny power plants inside your muscle cells, from oxidative damage that accumulates as you age. Think of it like rust-proofing for your cellular engines. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Sweet potatoes also pack a massive dose of potassium,
Containing about 700 milligrams per medium potato, which is crucial for muscle contraction and preventing those painful nighttime leg cramps that plague so many older adults.
The purple varieties, especially the Okinawa purple sweet potato, contain additional compounds called anthocyanins that researchers at Auburn University found can increase muscle endurance by up to 23%. Now, the way you prepare sweet potatoes makes all the difference in the world for leg strength benefits.
Most people make the critical mistake of peeling them, but the skin contains most of the fiber.
And a compound called chlorogenic acid that helps regulate blood sugar, preventing the insulin spikes that can actually break down muscle tissue. The optimal preparation method, according to Japanese longevity experts, is to steam them whole with the skin on for about 25 to 30 minutes, until they're soft but not mushy. This preserves the maximum amount of nutrients and actually increases the bioavailability of beta-carotene by up to 300%.
And if you're worried about the carbohydrate content, don't be. The fiber in the skin dramatically slows down sugar absorption.
And the steamed sweet potato has a low glycemic index of 44, making it far safer than white bread, rice, or pasta. Next up is food number 4, a savory item often eaten in the morning that contains a unique molecule.
Proven to stimulate the growth of new, youthful muscle tissue in your legs, called the youth molecule of the muscles by scientists.
Food number 4 is eggs.
I know what you're thinking, eggs are just a protein source. But the real magic isn't the protein, it's a specific amino acid in the yolk called leucine.
Leucine is the only amino acid proven to directly stimulate the mTOR pathway, which is the master genetic switch that turns on muscle growth.
A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who consumed enough leucine daily, achieved by eating at least 3 eggs, increased their leg muscle synthesis by 150% compared to those who consumed low leucine diets. And if you're worried about cholesterol, don't be. A large-scale analysis in the Journal of the American Medical Association found no association between eating eggs and an increased risk of heart disease in the general population. It's safe to eat 3 eggs a day. Moving on to food number 3, which is crucial for rebuilding knee and joint cartilage, not just muscle.
The problem is that this food is cheap and widely available, yet 9 out of 10 older adults don't consume it daily.
Food number 3 is cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese is one of the densest food sources of casein protein, which is key for seniors because it's slow digesting.
Your muscles are constantly being broken down and rebuilt, and while you sleep, muscle breakdown accelerates. But casein forms a gel in your stomach, giving your muscles a steady drip of amino acids for up to 7 hours.
This protects against what's called nocturnal muscle catabolism, essentially halting the midnight muscle eating process.
A 2021 study showed that men and women over 65 who consumed casein protein just 30 minutes before bed.
The best way to consume cottage cheese is 1 cup of the low-fat version, about 30 minutes before you go to sleep.
Next, we move on to food number 2, which is key for restoring the actual movement of your joints, not just the muscle.
This food is considered the fountain of youth for your knees, but most people only consume it for breakfast in the form of a sugary beverage.
Food number 2 is orange juice, but not in the way you usually consume it.
The problem with store-bought orange juice is that most brands are loaded with sugar, which, as we discussed, is the enemy of muscle repair.
But the reason it's so powerful is a unique anti-inflammatory compound called hesperidin.
Hesperidin acts as a cellular fire extinguisher, reducing the chronic, low-grade inflammation that is constantly wearing down your joint cartilage and muscle tissue.
In a recent study from the British Journal of Nutrition, adults over 70 who supplemented with hesperidin for 12 weeks saw a 29% reduction in knee pain and reported significantly easier movement while walking and climbing stairs.
Now, to get the maximum benefit without the sugar spike, you must consume a whole peeled orange, not the juice.
Eating the whole fruit preserves the fiber and dramatically slows the sugar absorption, giving your joints the hesperidin they need without the negative muscle impact.
And now we've come to the grand finale. Food number 1, the single most powerful food on earth for rebuilding your legs.
It contains an astonishing combination of the leucine from eggs and the casein from cottage cheese in one small package, making it the ultimate 2-in-1 muscle solution for seniors.
Food number 1 is Greek yogurt.
Greek yogurt is a powerhouse of both fast-acting whey and slow-digesting casein protein, the perfect combination for immediate muscle signaling and long-term repair.
A 2023 study found that older adults who ate Greek yogurt daily had 99% more activity.
This means you get the immediate boost of muscle signaling, followed by hours of protection against muscle loss while you sleep or throughout the day.